Imagine walking into a room and knowing exactly what someone is thinking, without them saying a single word. What if you could detect lies, spot interest, or sense discomfort in a matter of seconds? That's the power of body language. In How to Read a Person Like a Book, authors Gerard Nierenberg and Henry Calero teach us that words may lie, but the body tells the truth. Over decades of negotiation and behavioral research, they've distilled powerful principles that help decode human behavior. This is more than a book. It's a visual dictionary of human emotions. Chapter 1. The Silent Language of the Body. Lesson. People communicate more with their bodies than with words. The authors begin by explaining that nonverbal communication accounts for over 50% of our message in face-to-face conversations. Subconsciously, we react to facial expressions, hand gestures, posture, and even eye movement. Every movement conveys a message, if we know how to interpret it. Learning this skill starts with observation, not assumption. Watch how someone acts, not just what they say. Chapter 2. Observing the whole person. Lesson. Look for clusters, not isolated gestures. One of the biggest mistakes beginners make is interpreting a single gesture, like folded arms or crossed legs, as a sign of defensiveness. The authors warn against this. Instead, focus on gesture clusters, combinations of movements that occur together and reinforce each other. For example, a person rubbing their neck, avoiding eye contact, and leaning away likely feels anxious or unsure. One signal is weak, but a pattern tells a story. Chapter 3. Establishing a baseline. Lesson. Know what's normal before detecting what's different. Before interpreting anyone's gestures, you need to understand their normal behavior, their baseline. Maybe someone always talks with their arms crossed. For them, that's not defensiveness, it's comfort. But if their arms suddenly uncross during a tough conversation, that shift is meaningful. The key is change. Differences from a person's usual body language indicate a change in thought or emotion. Chapter 4. Hand gestures, the honest communicators. Lesson. The hands often express what the lips hide. Hands are extremely expressive and almost impossible to control consciously. Open palms suggest honesty and receptivity, while clenched fists or hidden hands can signal tension, anxiety, or concealment. Finger tapping often reflects impatience, while steepling fingers, fingertips touching like a triangle, usually convey confidence or dominance. To read someone's intention, always notice what their hands are doing. Chapter 5. Facial expressions, the window to emotions. Lesson. The face reveals fleeting but truthful emotions. Micro-expressions, those tiny, involuntary flashes of emotion, can betray someone's true feelings. A forced smile fades quickly and doesn't reach the eyes. Raised eyebrows might indicate surprise, skepticism, or disbelief. Squinting, flaring nostrils, or lip biting often show stress or deception. The authors suggest observing these expressions during key moments, like decision-making or negotiation. Chapter 6. The Eyes, Truth and Deception. Lesson. Eye contact is powerful, both when it's present and when it's not. Nierenberg and Calero emphasize the eyes as the mirrors of the soul. Prolonged eye contact can signal sincerity, confidence, or even aggression. On the other hand, rapid blinking, pupil dilation, or sudden avoidance of gaze may indicate discomfort, dishonesty, or attraction. The direction in which someone looks can also hint at their thinking process, whether they're recalling a memory or constructing a lie. Chapter 7. Posture, the mood blueprint. Lesson. Body posture reveals mood, confidence, and intent. Slouched shoulders and a downward head reflect defeat or depression. An upright stance with an open chest suggests confidence and control. Leaning in signals interest and engagement, while leaning back may suggest resistance or arrogance. The key here is congruence. Does their body match their words? If someone says, "I'm excited," but leans away with a tight jaw, believe the body, not the voice. Chapter 8. Space and Proximity. Reading psychological distance. Lesson. How close someone stands tells you how they feel. People reveal their comfort level through personal space. In general, we allow those we trust to stand closer. If someone steps back as you speak, they may be creating psychological distance. On the other hand, if they lean in or enter your space, they may feel connected or dominant. Watch how people adjust space around different individuals to gauge comfort, power dynamics, or emotional tension. Chapter 9. Synchrony, when gestures align. Lesson: mirroring is the sign of rapport. When people are emotionally or mentally in sync, they subconsciously mirror each other's gestures. Two people crossing their legs at the same time or nodding in rhythm often feel mutual understanding. In negotiations or relationships, this synchrony is a good sign. If it's missing, one party may be disengaged or disconnected. You can even build trust by subtly mirroring someone else. It creates unconscious connection.
Chapter 10. Detecting lies. Look for inconsistencies.
Lesson: the truth aligns, but lies leak through behavior. Liars often overcompensate with their words, but their body betrays them. Inconsistencies between what they say and how they behave are red flags. A person saying "I'm calm" while fidgeting or touching their face is likely hiding something. Look for tension in the hands, sudden shifts in posture, or unusual pauses. No single cue proves deception, but several together raise suspicion. Chapter 11. Practical application. Becoming a human decoder. Lesson: use observation in daily interactions, negotiations, and relationships. The book encourages readers to treat everyday interactions like opportunities for decoding. Watch people on the train, in meetings, or during family conversations. Note posture changes, expression shifts, and hand movements. Practice silently identifying moods. Is that person confident, bored, or anxious? Over time, your intuition sharpens. You won't just listen to words, you'll hear the truth behind them. Conclusion, final message. In a world where everyone is speaking, very few are truly being understood. How to read a person. Like a book equips us with the skills to bridge that gap, not with louder voices, but with sharper eyes. By learning to interpret body language and nonverbal signals, we become better communicators, negotiators, and even better friends or partners. It's not magic and it's not manipulation. It's awareness. And awareness leads to deeper human connection. So next time you're in a conversation, don't just hear the words, read the person.